Hey everyone, this is Ron, and today we're going to learn how to chop video with voltage, and more generally, how to use control voltage from Eurorack gear like this, specifically the Trinity, so we can turn our audio Eurorack patch into an audio visual one. Hypno 2 features 4 CV inputs on the top, and then 2 clock inputs on the side. So I have a techno patch going right now that I've got Hypno 2 on the side here, taking voltages from the Eurorack. Then the audio from here is simply going into this SP that's recording it to my computer. My computer is getting this video through the Ethernet jack on the corner here through NDI, and I'm recording the audio and the video in OBS on my computer just off frame, and then the rest is going into my camera, which is right here. I won't get into how to use the Eurorack since that's a real wormhole. So for this demo, let's just focus on Trinity and the system as a whole. Trinity is basically a motion recorder that can record CVN movements of this knob, and then I can send that out wherever I want. What I have set up right now is a kick drum with Bastl Ceritas. I've got crust going on the hi-hat slash bass line here that I can kind of extend and make shorter. Then I have plats doing this kind of atonal tick-tocking here in the background for a nice little background pad. First, let's keep it simple and plug an LFO into one of the CV jacks. Once you've done that, in order to patch that into one of the parameters on the system, we're going to have to go in here and hit one of these labels. So here I have the octahedron, and I can go to the initial page and tap on the frequency so that I can then figure out where the heck this is coming from. So let me unmute this channel, so you see we're going to get a change in voltage. So what I can now do is turn up the gain of that change. So here you can see controlling this now controls the shape. So that's kind of the basic idea here. What I can then do is then like record the motion of the shape. That's why you saw it like moving a little bit before. So that's kind of the very basics of it. But what I actually have set up in this patch is something a little different. First, let's see how we can use these clock ends in order to basically associate one of the sounds in our Eurorack with a visual element. So what I have right now is I have the clock of the kick drum going into the splitter, and then the splitter is going to out, and then we have it clocked in here and going into the side. So what that's going to do is that's going to actually trigger channel 1. So once I unmute it, you'll see that I have a video of some people dancing the Roomba in Havana, and it's going to re-trigger when the kick drum hits. I have a similar thing set up with this orange cable here, which is plugged into the clock 2 over here of the Hypno, and that's going to reset the rotation of the octahedron. So if I unmute that, you can see that my hi-hat now is going to be resetting the position of this octahedron. But the reason it's moving ever so slightly is because I have an internal modulation set up on the loop in point. So in order to set that up, you go to loop in, find your favorite function here. So I like to do so you could do simpler stuff like triangle, so that's going to move your position up and down, but one I really like to do is ramp, because it kind of looks like it's like rotating, but then it has got like little resets in order to get the idea of the hi-hat resetting it just a little bit, so it's a little more subtle. And then as you can see, I have both of these elements now associated. So if I have a hi-hat hit more often, I'm gonna have a lot of resets going on right here. And then the other nuance to all this is I have this video starting from high gain and going down to low gain. So actually, if I took the kick drum off or unpatch it, you'll see that the video disappears completely. So the way I've set that up is I've actually created a sort of internal envelope using the retrigger function, which I just added. So you can hit the label. You can see here that we have a red label next to one of the clock inputs. It's coming in about 34 BPM. But if you turn on retrig, so if I turn it off, you can see it'll disappear. If I turn it on, I'm going to be re-triggering the built-in modulation for this shape. So if I want to control that, I can hit the label again and check it out. So right now I've had it set up from infinite, so basically it's resetting and then just going down and slowly fading the video out. But you could do a lot more interesting stuff by changing this shape and just kind of seeing what happens. So I'm going to just show you to prove that it's live here. If I want to take this and make this even a little more interesting, like say I wanted not just these people dancing, but I wanted more different parts of the clip to show, I can then randomize the loop in by taking the internal mod, setting it to, once again, I'm going to do random, or actually not once again, this time I'm going to do random and turn up the gain. So now when the kick drum resets, it's actually going to reset different parts. So you see it's glitched out because the loop in is really close to the loop out. Let me set the loop out a little more. We're going to be having some random clips here appearing due to the fact that every time it resets, it's going to set in a completely different place. And then I think I have this patched into something. Oh, I think maybe here. So now I have also the zoom. So now this donut is zooming in every time the hi-hat comes in. Now we can add some effects and enjoy our AV patch. And there you have it. That's how you can chop video with voltage, where we take little chunks of the video, especially on the left one, and we play them back based on either a CV or, in this case, a built-in modulation. As you can imagine, there's a lot more stuff you could do combining Eurorack with video playback, a lot more different types of synthesis, but this just shows you how you can create a very quick generative visual where the video is kind of being chopped up on the fly for you in response to what you're actually playing on the Eurorack. So that opens up some really interesting possibilities that I am really enjoying. I mean, I've been here all day playing this setup, and there you have it. Thanks for listening, and stay sleepy.